My first memory of New York. I grew up in the Bronx. The neighborhood was full of immigrants from Europe fleeing Nazis and fleeing the Holocaust. They came here with the sense that this was the land of opportunity, that you could lead a full life and you could raise your children better. My mother assured me that I could do anything, and I believed her. There was a sense of extraordinary community, and that core idea that this was really paradise has stayed with me all my life. You couldn't make it up. When you're in New York, you walk down the street, you turn a corner, you're in another country. I mean, the complexity of the city, its value system, the people who live here, what they think about what they want, the depth of the history of art, of music, of theater, of all that stuff, the availability of everything, the high, the low. It sort of embodies everything you could think of in one place. It is a city that ultimately cannot be anticipated. You're probably too young to remember. It was 40 years ago. Such a different era. The city was desperate. It was going out of business. A lot of people were moving. Its budget had collapsed. There was a sense of despair and sadness. There really was a need for people to express their affection for the city. I was sitting here in the office one day and a guy walked in. His name was Bill Doyle. He was the Assistant Commissioner of Commerce. They needed a visualization for it, a tagline, "I love New York." So I did something, made a little note on a cab. I thought it was going to last 2 weeks. Strangely enough, it worked. It worked because it was a real expression of people's feelings. They wanted to say, "I love New York." They wanted to say, "This is my home. I'm not going to leave." Everybody in the city was feeling the same thing. I love this city. Once it started, it just spread all over the world. I've never done anything that has had that kind of resonance or effect. Things become iconic for reasons that you don't know. It's not intellectual. It's all emotional, right? It's a feeling state. The most significant things are not verbal, they're not narrative. They're something else. They are in the realm of feeling, expression, and art. It's so strange now. The city has changed enormously. It went through all the difficulties we had with McCarthy and Roy Cohn and, the dark part of the country's existence. And now we're facing it once again. I mean, that whole dark side of human behavior is being revealed. But the initial impact of this community of people who said there is a promised land, they came here and they worked to achieve that, is one of the great lessons of human ability. That sense was the most profound, and because I believed it, and because my mother supported that idea, I did anything I wished. My life has basically developed out of the sense of possibility and that everything was available. What a moment.